Hey guys, so today we're going to talk about rational male, the preventative medicine. So, the one thing that I really liked about this book was the author was really specific on trying to be really general, but at the same time, you could use what he's saying in a custom way. Like, he gives you a lot of room to customize your own way of thinking with a solid a plan. Like, so it's general enough for it to be customized to any person, and then still general enough to fit into everyone's life. Like it'll resonate with you equally. And one of the interesting facts that made me really think was that the idea of love, how a guy perceives it and how a woman perceives it, because this book actually flipped the script for me. Because when you see a lot of movies and um, like Disney movies and all of that, it's like the idea of unconditional love is oversold, I would say. And it's like uh, you have to really think about it, because when you're told that, like I think the mindset even I've had is that you get to be loved unconditionally. But this book like literally breaks down that, like, a woman's love is more opportunistic and a guy's love is more unconditional. Because I like the explanation that he gave actually made sense to me. I mean, and what else? And also when he talked about how hypergamy affects the dynamics, and why equalism doesn't work in relationships, at least. And 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 the burden of performance for guys, it's like you don't get to just exist and have the value, but it's more like you have to create the value. And you're responsible. You have to perform. The burden is on you, and there's no getting around that burden. And so you have to keep performing. And also it's like it was really interesting to read that, because it's I don't think I've never heard that. It's like you just have to keep performing, and without you either get rejected or you don't. But you also have to be performing on yourself. It's like it's like happiness and sadness. It's like ups and downs. So it's like there's women and there's no women in your life, but you have to keep performing, like regardless of that. That's what he was trying to get at, I think. And it's reading that was really interesting, because I don't think anyone ever talks about that kind of stuff, where it's like, yeah, things can go bad and things can go good, but you still have to perform. And and also in the current generation, it's like you have to be vulnerable, and it's like there's a lot of emphasis on that for guys. And and I don't think it works for anyone, to be honest. But what this author Rollo Tomassi was trying to get at was that guys can be vulnerable, but the fact that it has to be really, like, it has to be unintentional vulnerability. Because if you're trying to be intentional about it, it's like, what can a girl do about that? But the vulnerability is really appreciated when you're performing, but it's revealed in an unintentional way. And I think the way he described it was really nice. So I think he said something like, the chink in the armor is only attractive when it's still doing its work, something like that. I'm paraphrasing it, but he said it really well. And I really like the way he said it. And also there was another quote that, the second you try to stop playing the game is when you don't get to play the game anymore. And it was really really interesting to hear that as well, because it's like, I think the blue pill conditioning is like, I'm gonna be me, I'm gonna be honest. But I think that line makes you really think, like, okay, I'm gonna have to put on an act to get to play this game. And that act requires a lot of effort. Again, it comes to burden of performance and all of the things like that. And to a certain extent, I think it would suggest that you have to be an actor of something, an actor of an idea or something. You have, like, that's how you sell mystery, I guess. And yeah, I would say that this book is actually a good read, and I would suggest everyone to read it. If you're a guy, you should definitely read it, I would say. So yeah, it was a good read overall. And I would say it's like 7 out of 10, and it was really, really good. Yeah. So anyways, thank you for watching. Bye.